Clocks are lying to you because the thing called time doesn't exist. What? Monkey wakes up Monday morning. Sad. Monkey blinks. It's Friday. Happy. Monkey blinks again. Monday again. No. What kind of dark magic is this? This is time. And the monkey has absolutely no idea what happened to its week. So let's solve this together right now. Because to be honest, nobody really knows. Not scientists, not philosophers. Not even that super smart monkey in your friend group who reads a lot. We're all just guessing. But some guesses are better than others. And by the end of this video, you'll learn why, if your twin goes to space, you age while they stay young. Why the future might actually exist right now. And why you can't rewind time. Chapter 1. The thing nobody can explain. You experience time every day. You wake up. This is time. You scroll on your phone. This is time. You ignore responsibilities. This is time passing while you procrastinate. You panic. This is time running out. You sleep. Is this time resting? Does time rest? Wait a minute. Humanity has existed for 300,000 years. We built pyramids, invented TikTok, sent monkeys to space. But we still can't explain what time is. Scientists have equations for it. Philosophers write books about it. Your uncle has theories about it after 3 glasses. But nobody can point at time and say, there, that's what time is. It's like we've been swimming in water our whole lives and someone finally asks, yes, but what is water? And we say, well, the wet thing. And they say, no, what really is it? And we start crying. Okay, deep breath. But wait, if time is such a mysterious thing, what are clocks lying to us about? And more importantly, how did Einstein mess this up? Chapter 2. Clocks are lying to you. Monkey looks at phone. 2:47 p.m. Monkey scrolls on Instagram. Looks at phone again. 4:23 p.m. What? Where did those 96 minutes go? I was only on Instagram for like 5 minutes. Here's the first clue. Time and your experience of time are not the same thing. Your brain constantly lies to you about time. Fun party? 3 hours feels like 20 minutes. Boring meeting? 20 minutes feels like 3 hours. Waiting for a text? Every second is an eternity. Deadline tomorrow? Time suddenly starts flowing 50 times faster. But the clock doesn't care about your feelings. The clock says 96 minutes past, monkey. Sorry. So is time what the clock says? No. Wrong. Delete that thought. The clock doesn't create time. The clock only counts time, like a thermometer. A thermometer doesn't create heat, it just tells you how hot it is. If you break the thermometer, the heat doesn't disappear. You just can't measure it anymore. This brings us to the real question. If time isn't a clock, then what is it? Monkey brain loading. Chapter 3. Einstein ruins everything. 1905. A crazy-haired monkey is working in his office, dying of boredom. So he does what every bored monkey does. He starts questioning the entire concept of time. His name? Albert Einstein. Here's what he discovered. Time isn't the same for everyone. What do you mean, not the same? A second is a second. Okay, sit down. This is going to hurt. The twin monkey. Experiment. 2 monkeys. Twins. Both born on the same day, both 20 years old. Monkey A stays on Earth, gets a job, pays bills, experiences existential dread, normal stuff. Monkey B gets on a spaceship, a really fast spaceship. 99.9% the speed of light fast. Travels around the galaxy, having space adventures. From Monkey B's perspective, inside the ship, he's been gone for 1 year, watches 365 sunrises from the spaceship window, eats 365 space bananas. Time feels completely normal to him, then he returns to Earth. Monkey B exits the ship, excited. Hey bro, I'm back. 1 year. Did you miss me? Miss what? Why are you old? Monkey A is now 70 years old. White hair, wrinkles, grandchildren, knee problems, everything. Monkey B, still 21, still has abs, still doesn't understand taxes. What? How? Explain now. Because Monkey B was moving super fast in space, time moved slower for him. This isn't science fiction. This is real. This happens. It's called time dilation and it's proven. GPS satellites in Earth's orbit, they're moving fast and experiencing slightly less gravity, so time flows differently for them. Engineers have to correct for this, or your Google Maps would say you're in the middle of the ocean when you're at McDonald's. Time isn't universal. Time is personal. Time is relative. But why? Because Einstein discovered something else. Space and time. Chapter 4. Space and time had a baby. Einstein discovered something crazy. Space and time are the same thing. Not similar, not related. The same thing. Its name is space-time. One word, one thing. You can't separate them. Think of it like this. Imagine the universe is a giant trampoline. This is space-time. Everything exists on the trampoline. When you stand still on the trampoline, you are moving very fast through time. Aging, thinking, existing. All happening at normal speed. But when you start running on the trampoline, moving through space, you start moving slower through time. It's like you have a speed limit in space-time. You can go fast through space or fast through time, but not both at 100%. Light moves so fast through space that it experiences zero time. From a photon's perspective, it's born in a star and absorbed by your eyeball at the same moment. No time passes for the photon. The 8-minute journey from the sun to Earth, the photon experiences it as 0 seconds. Monkey stares into void. I need to sit down. You're already sitting. I need to sit down more. Chapter 5. Okay, but what is it then? What is time in its simplest form? Here's the monkey's answer. Time is change. That's it. That's the secret. Time is things changing from one state to another state. Look at this banana. Moment 1, banana is green. Moment 2, banana is yellow. Moment 3, banana is brown. Moment 4, banana is mush. Moment 5, monkey ate the mush and feels bad. If nothing changed, if atoms froze, thoughts stopped, banana stayed green forever. There would be no time. Time is the thing that keeps reality organized. Chapter 6. The future already happened. Okay, now it gets really weird. Some physicists think all of time already exists. Past, present, future, all existing right now at the same time. Excuse me? Think of it like a movie on Netflix. When you watch a movie, you experience it scene by scene, beginning to end, linear. But the entire movie already exists on Netflix's servers. The beginning exists, the middle exists, the end exists, all at once. You just experience it in order because that's how watching movies works. The universe might be like this. All moments, past, present, future, exist as one big 4-dimensional structure. You just experience them one by one because that's how your monkey brain works. So the future is predetermined. I have no free will. None of my choices matter. Whoa, slow down. That's a whole different philosophical nightmare. We're not opening that banana today. Chapter 7. Why we can't go backwards? If all of time exists at once, why does it feel like we only go forward? Why can't you uneat a banana? Why can't you unsend that embarrassing text? Why does your ex stay your ex no matter how much you wish you could go back? I'm going to explain this briefly. If you want it in detail, please let me know in the comments. Let's continue monkey. Why? This is because of entropy. Entropy equals messiness. And the rule is things get messier over time. Always. No exceptions. Drop the glass, it shatters. The shards don't jump back together. Burn the book, it's ash. The ash doesn't unburn and become a book. Spilled milk, it spreads. It doesn't flow back into the cup. Got old? You stay old. Sorry. Chapter 8. So what is time? After all of this, here's the monkey's final, simple answer. Time is the dimension where change happens in sequence. It's the structure that makes cause come before effect. It's the framework that prevents everything from happening at once. It's what allows stories to exist. It lets you remember eating breakfast and plan to eat dinner. Time is the order of reality. If there was no time, no music, all notes at once equals just noise. No cooking, raw and cooked at once equals. No life, birth and death at once. No movies, every frame at once equals seizure. No conversation, every word spoken at once equals screaming. Time is what prevents the universe from being complete chaos. Time is the universe's way of making sure everything doesn't happen at once. The end. Like and subscribe or you'll be stuck in a time loop reading this forever. I'm serious, you're still in the loop. Subscribe to escape. Still here? The loop is tightening. Video ends or does it?